and sitting by desolate streams, world losers and world forsakers, upon whom the pale moon gleams. Yet we are the movers and shakers of the world, forever it seems.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Rosslyn Hill Unitarian Chapel,
a spiritual home for open minds. I'm Sally Somerville, Chapel Elder, and your worship assistant for this joyful and musical Unitarian service. Whoever you are and wherever you are on life's journey, there is a place for you here in our spiritual community. And this is really true, whoever you are and however you are. In words borrowed from Reverend Andy Phillips, whatever your race, gender, sexuality, class, age, mental or physical capability, in the spirit of love, I say again that you are most welcome. For children aged 2 and, Bright Lights, our children's chapel and creche, is happening today with Maya, if there are children around. Babies under 2 are welcome in the creche, but need to be accompanied by an adult. If you're watching at home, please join the virtual side aisle at midday. The Zoom link was in the weekly email, and you can find it via the link in the YouTube description. And to those of you in the chapel, do join us for tea and coffee in the real side aisle after the service. At 6 p.m. this evening, we will have mindfulness meditation, and at 7 p.m., our Sunday evening gathering is a vigil marking Transgender Day of Remembrance. This will be a gentle evening, remembering and honoring the lives of trans and gender diverse people, especially those whose lives have been lost during the year. You can find information about these and all our activities on our website, but if you prefer a paper copy, pick up our October services, November services and event sheet available from the steward's table. We've returned to the practice of passing the collection basket, and we will do this during the offertory. For some of us, this will be a symbolic act, especially if we intend to contribute by card. The card reader will be available near the piano after the service. This month, we are supporting our own cold weather shelter, which starts next month and will divide our collection between the upkeep of this beautiful chapel and this very worthy good cause. If you're a UK taxpayer, you can boost your cash or online donation by completing a gift aid form. Now I'm going to invite Margaret to light the chalice.
Just before lighting the chalice, I would like to acknowledge our musical director, John Evans, who provides wonderful music experiences not only on this St Cecilia's Day, but also throughout the year. Thank you, John. We light the chalice with words by Hafiz, the Persian Sufi mystic. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all of its beauty? It felt encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remained too frightened. We will sing hymn number 127 in the Green Book and remain seated until the end of the introduction.
Now we come to the time for all ages. And I need to put, the microphone on. Hello, hello. Am I switched on?
Do you want to try again?
Yes, please.
I think it's working.
That's it. Thank you. Thanks, Ava. Multi-talented Ava. How nice to see you this morning. Now, this is indeed, this morning, a time for all ages. It's not just for you guys, it's for all of us. And I'm going to ask you all to sing. You've all got a copy of this. It goes to the tune of Hey Ho, Come to the Fair. And so, if everyone would join with me, we're going to learn the first 3 lines. It's got an extra line, which my husband told me doesn't fit very well, so it might be especially hard to learn. But the first line goes, we're all born as babies to come to the world. So can we all say, we're all born as babies to come to the world. And then, hey ho, to come to the world. And that's lovely. Sorry, let's do it all together. Hey ho, to come to the world. And the line that says, as we fashion our lives with a song, goes, as we fashion our lives with a song, as we fashion our lives with a song. And the reason that it's as we fashion our lives with a song is that I've been hearing, possibly others of you have picked up on it, on Radio 4, that scientists are now thinking that the first form of speech and communication was as a song, maybe to identify a tribe, a group, and to announce that they were occupying territory, rather as birds do. So I imagine we have a long race memory of singing right from the very beginning of mankind. So here we go. Please join me in singing this song. We're all born as babies to come to the world. Hey ho, to come to the world. We come with our voices to sing in the world. Hey ho, to sing in the world as we fashion our lives with a song. We sing of the things that we love in the world. Hey ho, we love in the world the birds and the bees and the flowers and trees. Hey ho, the flowers and trees, as we fashion our lives with a song. We sing of the people we love in the world. Hey ho, we love in the world, of family and friends near and far in the world. Hey ho, alive in the world, as we fashion our lives with a song. Thank you. You can give yourselves a clap. That was lovely. Well done. Well done, guys. Thank you very much. And now, the next thing is that we're going to sing the children out to Children's Church. And it's a song we all know well, isn't it? So, go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere we may go. Yes, now the offertory will be taken. Sorry. Now the offertory will be taken.
invite you into a time of prayer and meditation. We come together in fellowship each Sunday with hearts full of joy and full of concern. If you are holding someone in your heart this morning, I invite you to say their name aloud in the coming moments of stillness, so that we may also hold them in our prayers this morning. Spirit of life and love, God of our hearts, we give thanks for those who bring us joy and pray for the safekeeping of those whom we hold in concern. For all those names, spoken and unspoken, may they be surrounded by the loving kindness we offer them today. Blessed be. Amen. And now we will sing again, hymn 188, Let Love Continue Long.
Is from Henry VIII by William Shakespeare, And Shakespeare makes great, even exaggerated claims, I think, for the power of music in a well-known extract about Orpheus. Orpheus with his lute made trees and the mountain tops that freeze bow themselves when he did sing. To his music plants and flowers ever sprung, as sun and showers there have made a lasting spring. Everything that heard him play, even the billows of the sea, hung their heads and then lay by. In sweet music is such art, killing care and grief of heart. Fall asleep or hearing die. We now have a musical interlude. our second reading, Sally is going to tell us about her own love of music.
Thank you. This is a highly personal account of my, really sort of my relationship with singing. which has always been really important to me from very young. My earliest memory of singing is 3. I was 3. Entertaining your next door neighbours.
At the age of 7, highly relieved to be excused from dancing in a ballet devised by my classroom teacher, I was a tubby child and I felt ungainly. I was assigned responsibility instead for operating the gramophone. Watching rehearsals, I sang along with the orchestra's sweeping cadences. I think it was Coppelia, but I don't remember that bit. By then, singing had become a refuge for me. I loved the way I sounded in my head, and since I was seldom asked to shut up, and often asked by my younger brother and others to sing, I began to rely in public on what I felt in my heart from the beginning. I was a singer. Although I never learned to read music or play an instrument, the conviction persisted. When I felt lonely or lost, singing demonstrated unconcern to myself and the world, cheering me and giving me confidence. I have spent a small fortune on singing lessons and countless hours singing in choirs, shows, concerts, at dinner tables even. My 60th birthday celebration was a one-woman show. Guess who starred? Singing is where I find confidence. At 78 years old now, I was 77 when I wrote this, and it was actually an open mind. At 78 years old, my vocal equipment is still sadly worn, but the voice I hear in my mind's ears still fills me with the desire to share my gift and my joy. When I sing well, I am at one with myself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zen. Thank you. May we join in prayer and meditation. Spirit of life and love, God of our hearts, as we seek connection with someone, something beyond ourselves, we remain humbled by the awesome complexity of the universe, the miracle of creation, and the grace of the ultimate Spirit. In this time of prayer, let us give thanks for our community and our many gifts by naming our blessings quietly to ourselves in these moments of stillness. Recognizing our woes and faults, let us sit quietly with those parts of ourselves which cause us discomfort, with a spirit of gentle understanding and forgiveness. Spirit of the divine self, we open up our hearts to listen to the wisdom of the still, small voice that may speak in these quiet moments. God of our hearts, let this small act of worship send a ripple of loving kindness from this place to our loved ones, our acquaintances, and the wider world. O God, may we become the embodiment of divine love. Blessed be. Amen. During music for reflection, we invite you to light a candle for your joys and concerns. In celebrating St Cecilia's Day, we have a few words about her. St Cecilia was a pious Christian who lived in the 3rd century Common Era during the Roman Empire. She is said to have been married off to a pagan Roman by her father, and during the wedding ceremony, she did nothing but sing in her heart psalms to God. There are some stories that suggest that angels visited her pagan husband and caused him and his brother to convert to Christianity. What is certain is her devotion to her beliefs and her love of music. And this is why she became the patron saint of music in the Catholic and Anglican traditions. During her life, Cecilia preached and converted hundreds of people in Rome, which caused her to be martyred with her husband and brother-in-law. She is one of a handful of female saints to be included in the Canon Mass, and her association with music says something about the deep connection many of us feel with music, its power to heal, to raise the spirits, and to move us at the depths of our being. Wherever you are on the theological spectrum, many of us will come here to services partly to enjoy beautiful music and spectacular surroundings, without the sacraments and rituals of other religious traditions. It is the appeal to the senses which we uphold as part of our celebration of life and worship of the God of our understanding. The Bohemian poet Rilke describes music as the breathing of statues and silence of paintings, language where all language ends. We encounter rhythms and melodies deep inside, a primal connection which can affect our mood and emotions. And the benefits to our mental and physical well-being are well known. Yet there remains a rational part of us, which wants it just so and might wish to have music to meet the needs of our own particular tastes. For instance, there is an old joke which is supposed to explain the reason why Unitarian singing is so bad. It doesn't work so well in this congregation, since I think we're pretty good, but it suggests that the singing is bad because everyone is reading ahead to the next line to see if they agree with the words before they sing them. Over Sally.
When we sing hymns, we can be inspired by the uplifting words. We can be moved by the stirring melodies. The best hymns have both. But this combination can be rare. Perhaps we can't expect it of all the hymns that we sing. We bring to our singing our own experiences, nostalgia for hymns we have sung in the past, or a yearning for something more modern and relevant. I think this is why people come and say, "Thanks so much for choosing that hymn from the Green Book. I've always loved it." Or, "Wasn't that song from the Purple Book amazing? Let's have more of that." Those are words of two different people in the congregation speaking a while back. But of course, you might agree with either or both viewpoints. The variety of views are the reason why we will continue to alternate between the green and purple, recognizing that different people find spiritual nourishment from each. So if you find yourself plowing through a hymn that's not quite your favorite, you can be comforted in the knowledge that someone singing not too far away from you is loving it. We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. Arthur O'Shaughnessy's ode, which Margaret read at the beginning, just the first verse of it, is full of lilt and rhythm. So it's not surprising that Edward Elgar chose to set it to music. We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. I'm sure many of us feel that music has a deep connection with our own spiritual personality. It's supposed to be the other way around, folks, I'm sorry. A deep connection with our personal spirituality, slightly different. In the words of St. Augustine, to sing is to pray twice. So it can be heartbreaking to hear that some extremist view would ban music from the face of the earth as somehow ungodly. But for Unitarians and most right-thinking people in the secular and religious world, an appreciation of music can bring us back to who we really are. Now it's time for us to sing our last hymn. Come sing a song with me. The words are here in the ooze.
As you leave chapel today, listen to your inner singers, and may they help interpret your life. With thanks to Sally.
Thank you. Thank you very much, John, and our lovely singers, Amy, Ava, Will, and Dom. Margaret's got a better memory than me. So thank you. It's been inspiring, lovely. Please come and join us, everybody, for tea and coffee. And thank you to our stewards and everybody who helps make our lovely services. Please join us in the side aisle for tea and conversation.